Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of Esther, Chapter 3. Let's get started now. The Book of Esther Chapter 3 continues the story of Esther and the threat to the Jewish people. In this chapter, we see the rise of Haman, an influential advisor to King Ahasuerus, and his plan to destroy the Jews. After Esther revealed her Jewish identity to the king and pleaded for the safety of her people, the king revoked the decree allowing for the destruction of the Jews. However, this did not stop Haman from seeking revenge against Mordecai and the Jewish people. Haman was angered by Mordecai's refusal to bow down to him, and he plotted to have him executed. He convinced the king to issue a new decree allowing for the destruction of all Jews in the kingdom. The decree was sent out to all parts of the kingdom and caused great fear and mourning among the Jewish people. Mordecai, who had become aware of the new decree, tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes as a sign of mourning. He also went to Esther and urged her to intercede once again on behalf of her people. Esther was hesitant, knowing the risks involved, but Mordecai reminded her that she herself was a Jew and would not be safe from the decree. Haman then devised a plan to determine the day on which the Jews would be destroyed. He cast lots, or Purim, to determine the date, and it fell on the 13th day of the month of Adar. He then went to the king and requested permission to carry out the decree. The king, who was unaware of Esther's Jewish identity and connection to Mordecai, gave Haman his permission. Haman then had gallows built for Mordecai's execution, hoping to see him hanged on the day of the Jewish destruction. The Book of Esther Chapter 3 teaches us several important lessons that we can apply to our daily lives. First, it reminds us of the dangers of pride and anger. Haman's anger towards Mordecai led him to plot the destruction of an entire people, and his pride caused him to disregard the potential consequences of his actions. Secondly, the chapter highlights the importance of solidarity and standing together in times of crisis. Mordecai went to Esther to ask for her help in saving the Jewish people, and Esther was willing to risk her own life to save her people. We too must stand with those who are oppressed or marginalized, and be willing to speak up and take action when necessary. Lastly, the Book of Esther Chapter 3 teaches us about the power of God's providence. Haman's plan seemed foolproof, but God had a different plan in mind. The story of Esther shows us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, God can intervene and change the course of events. In conclusion, the Book of Esther Chapter 3 is a sobering reminder of the dangers of pride and anger, and the importance of solidarity and trust in God's providence. We can learn from the wisdom and bravery of Esther and Mordecai, and strive to be advocates for justice and compassion in our own lives. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.